Hey, it's Scott and Bart with the Scotch Test Dummies. Today we're looking at Old Pulteney 12-year Scotch.
And ISIS, dangerous ISIS.
Let's test it.
Test it. All right, Andrea Thomas, teacher and ISIS, dedicated foe of evil, defender of the weak, champion of truth and justice. Yes, Bruno, the ISIS we're talking about is not the black flag ISIS. I don't even want to discuss them. But every time I hear ISIS, I think of the old 1970s.
You're talking ISIS,
ISIS
Iraq,
was an
Islamic State, the bad guys.
Right, that's who I don't want to talk about. They're the black flag, mean, cutting off head.
There's another ISIS?
The original ISIS, which is really a PR debacle for the black flag ISIS, is every time I hear ISIS, I think of the old super heroine TV show in the 70s called The Secrets of ISIS. And it was like a co-run show with Shazam. And she was a teacher that went on some trip to the pyramids in Egypt, found an amulet, put it on, and the amulet gives her the power of the goddess Isis.
Yes. Now, if I remember right, she looked kind of like Cleopatra, almost like a white garb with gold.
Here. Take a look. This is what I found. It was co-done. Let me see if I can get this up close enough.
There's ISIS.
ISIS and Shazam.
She would be flying around saving people.
Yeah, she would fly around, save people. A lot of times she was saving students that had made questionable decisions.
First of all, go back, show them Shazam. Let's look at Shazam.
All right, love Shazam. Right? Now, I'm going to end up putting this photo on
Look at Shazam in the red with the cape.
All right, and I love Shazam.
We used to watch that.
Shazam was awesome. Now, our shows in the 70s, I don't know, you had to have a lot of good imagination.
Now, what was it in the show you said, the principal?
Yeah, the principal was like her partner. He was Dr. something or another, Dr. Brown or whatever. Then you had Isis, who's a teacher who always wore this necklace. And when she called upon it, she would turn into Isis with all these superpowers. And then there was a student and they all fought. Well, not really crime. Like I said, they saved students when they got into a jam, but they even had one two-part episode where they were fighting against a secret government that had a weather machine. They could change the weather. Is vaguely what I remember. I don't know. We didn't go watch any old episodes or anything. But it's a branding problem. Whenever I hear ISIS, as bad as they are, and I know they're bad.
Yeah. Well, when I first heard it, I thought
I'm thinking the old TV show. Yeah, it's a female heroine. I think they even had a comic book with her. I'll find some of these pictures and I'll throw them on. I'll throw them in our video here because that's still what I see. Now, do I know the current guys are bad? They are. But Bruno and I generally don't live in the bad. Right?
That's right.
Or we run across bad all the time. I mean, really do. Okay, not always that bad. Those guys are evil. But we've seen evil. And you just can't dwell in evil. So from now on, when you think of ISIS, think of this picture now. See, I'm throwing up this picture. You can't be mad. You can't be mad when you think of this ISIS.
No, wait, though. ISIS, though, real quick, even went back to Egyptian?
Yeah, she was an Egyptian goddess. There was an original ISIS. And so there you go. Nothing to do with the Islamic State. But tell me about Old Pulteney.
ISIS probably did not drink. Well, ISIS, the teacher, probably did not drink Old Pulteney, and the current ISIS probably doesn't drink Old Pulteney either.
I've known some high school teachers, and they get crazy. All right, teachers and nurses can get wild. That's all I'm saying.
Old Pulteney 12-year single malt Scotch. This is from a distillery in the northernmost part of the mainland of Scotland.
Excellent. So
by the sea.
It's chilly, and there's
the distillery
ocean spray.
Is by the sea. Yes. So what they say is that these scotches that mature in their casks by the sea, they're going to absorb that sea air that's coming in and should pick up some of the characteristics of the sea. We've seen that with the Oban.
Yeah, it kind of gives them a briny hint, a little hint of the brine. So.
Some of the notes and stuff that I've read on this, though, still give it kind of a fruity, floral nose as well as palate. Let's see what you get out of it. Anything? Or did you?
I have not.
Wow.
Is that not enough? Here, pull it. I didn't want to overdo it. Lately, whenever it's his scotch, I pour like 5 fingers. And they were like, what are you doing? Now, I will admit, when it was the Mortlock, I kept sneaking extra little
We did
shots.
do the Mortlock, and he wanted more. More.
I wanted more Mortlock.
More.
More of the
I'm
Mortlock.
glad to shut him
He
down.
won't do it. This is my gift from my wife. So you're going to try it neat?
Yeah.
Why don't you try it neat?
It is 43%, so it's right in there. A good range to be drinking. No, it is. That's that is fruity.
We'll see. And on the nose, I'm getting a little bit of that brine.
I
There's a
got
little
immediately almost got like an orange or even a lemon, maybe a.
You don't get a little bit of seaweed? Well, I get a little bit of the brininess. Maybe it's just suggestive marketing, but I get it. And yeah, there's a freshness, almost like fresh air. Yeah, a little fruit, some lighter fruit zest.
I don't get right there anyway. I didn't get any of the maritime, any of the sea. I got a very distinct fruit, almost a cross between. I mean, some sort of a orange, lemon, lime.
I do get a very nice maltedness. There's a wonderfully sweet malted flavor in the aftertaste after my first swallow. I do get a little bit of the, like I said, maybe it's suggestive marketing, but I get a little bit of the briny saltiness flavor to it. Almost makes me want to lick my lips.
I didn't. I can tell you with the Oban, when we tested it, I smelling it, nosing it, I didn't get that until I lifted the glass up and started to take my drink of it, my taste of it, and then I got the sea air with it. And I didn't with this one, with this at all.
I'm getting the big flavor for me is the maltedness. Again, I get a little hint of that cinnamony flavor. But it comes in when I first bring it in, and let me try a little more. I might have over-watered it because I get a little bit of that sea salt.
That is very tasty. Yeah, this was recommended to us by Sam Spears, by the way. Sam Spears 56 on Twitter.
Thanks, Sam.
Good recommendation, by the way. I like it.
Let me try it without. This is neat.
Neat. There was a little bit of the alcohol burn with it, but still the citrus in it stood out.
Yeah, try a little bit neat.
And
there is a definite, I get a stronger citrusy. I may have over-watered on my first one. The alcohol, it does need to be brought down even a little bit, though, from neat, because I do get a little bit of the alcohol burn. But I'm able to pick up more of that citrus, but I lose some of that malty aftertaste when it's neat. Yeah, that thing spills all over, by the way. Cool. Would Isis be a fan of this?
no.
Oh, I think she would. This is old.
Oh, the teacher. The teacher Isis would love
Yeah, we're
this.
not even discussing Black Flag.
Yeah.
So
They don't know.
Shazam! Shazam! See, I always want to go
I
into
don't know if
Gomer
Shazam
Pyle.
could drink it.
Oh, he could drink it. He's got a cape.
Isis would like it.
Isis would enjoy it. Not with the student, not with the sidekick student, but with the doctor. I think he's Dr. Brown. So,
Get maybe a little bit of salt,
yeah,
saltiness.
right. Even on the palate, I picked that up.
Yep.
And then
That's
again,
good.
that maltiness. All right. Scotch Test Dummies.
Cilantro.
The Power of Isis. The Amulet. And Shazam. Coming in. I love Shazam. Anything with it, but it's kind of a tiny cape. We're going to show you the picture. His cape is tiny. He's got a tiny cape.
And he's got a lightning bolt. Wasn't that Flash?
Nope. Well, Flash 2, I think. I don't know what Flash had, but Shazam. And then there was wasn't there a big lightning strike? And like he would be there? I don't know. We're going to have to check. I was 5 or 6. See you guys later.
Cilantro.
So launch you dummies.
Dummies.
You Scotch gods.